Happy Friday. I did not put the episode number up in the title because I can't remember what episode this is. I think we're on like episode 7. 7 weeks we've been doing these free training Fridays. And today's a fun one. It's something that everybody deals with, but most of us aren't aware of it. So say hey if you're just popping on this part of the video. Just leave replay, and how about a sunshine emoji, because it's really cloudy here right now. I think it's supposed to be sunny though. So tell me replay, sunshine emoji, and hey Sarah. Sarah is a faithful audience member. I need to start doing something fun for my first comment. I used to, like 3 years ago, my first comment would get something cool. Maybe I need to start doing that again. Like virtually get something cool. Like I'm not sending you a Louis Vuitton or anything. Sarah, sorry. Okay. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me Sarah, actually, where are you at? Where are you? Tell me what city and state you guys are from if you're just hopping on. Now, how many of you guys think, like, when I say frequency or vibrations, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so woo. And actually, the first time I heard somebody say woo or woo-woo, I'm like, what the heck is that? And they're like, that law of attraction stuff, like, that's just like, that's woo, not real, like. And I get it. There can be some like really like far out there like stuff. But this is actually science, and it is so real. I have experienced it in my life. When you hear people talk about, which this isn't a video on the law of attraction or manifesting. I could do a whole separate video on that because you can manifest. All right, manifestation is absolutely real. I'm here to talk about frequency with you guys today and vibrations. Good morning. Hey girl, hey Ashley, hey Robin, hey Michelle. Good morning. Everybody come and say hey. I want this to be super interactive. It's really fun when these are interactive, and let me know your all's thoughts. And comments on everything that I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to read you a quote from Albert Einstein. All right, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Go grab a pen and paper really quick, okay? Because I'm going to give you guys, we're going to talk about frequency and vibrations and the science. I'm going to give you guys some fun facts and statistics, and then I'm going to give you guys 8 ways to raise your vibe, okay? How many of you guys, you see the quotes or you tell people like sending you good vibes, and you're like, what is that? Like, what is that sorcery? Good vibrations are actually a thing, okay? High vibes. That is my whole shift. I'm doing a little bit of a rebrand, which is like super fun and exciting, and it's all about living and having this just high vibe life. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what that means, because it's real. It is so real, and what you're really bringing into your life, whether you know it or not, is the vibrational level that you are at, okay? So here's the quote. You feel free to write it down. Everything is energy. Actually, can somebody type this in the comments for me? Sarah, are you here? Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Corey, thank you so much. Like what Corey did right there, she just raised her frequency. She just raised her vibrational level. High vibe. Corey, did you know that? All right, I'm going to say it again so somebody can type this in the comments. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Sarah said, forgot the rest. The rest is match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Everything, guys, everything has frequency. Okay, it's measured in something called hertz. All right, megahertz is 1 million hertz. Okay, everything. Like this table is emitting a frequency. Everything has a frequency. Okay, here's some fun facts for you. A normal, resting, well human, okay, a healthy, well human is in between anywhere from 68 to 72 megahertz. I love numbers and statistics like this. All right, colds and flus. This is why it's so important, guys, to keep your vibe, your energy, your frequencies up, because when you get down, okay, emotionally, mentally, when your vibe is riding low, that's when sicknesses come in. That's when illnesses come in, okay, because you are suppressing your immune system. Colds and flus start at 57 to 60 megahertz. So if a normal well human is at 68 to 72, colds and flus start at 57 to 60. All right, so you want to stay away from things that are lowering your vibe, and we'll get into that, okay? People, situations, environments. Disease may begin at 58 megahertz. Candida overgrowth can begin, you know, that white stuff on your tongue, can begin at 58 megahertz, or I'm sorry, 55 megahertz. Receptive to cancer at 42 megahertz. Death sets in at 25 megahertz. Is that not fascinating? So I don't know about you, but I want to keep my vibe high and my family's. Here's something else. Anxiety. How many of you guys suffer from some type of anxiety? I think we all do, at just different levels, okay? Anxiety is associated with lower vibrations. Duh. As you achieve higher vibrational levels, you will feel more and more peace and happiness. Okay? So, tired of like feeling anxious? Let's talk about some ways for you to raise your vibe. Okay? Because higher vibrational levels equals a way more happy and peaceful life. Now, does that mean a perfect life? No, this is life, okay? Bad things are still gonna happen, bad days, like, that's life. All right, so that was some fun facts for you. We're gonna talk about 8 ways to raise your vibration, okay? Jamie just raised her vibe. Here's another fun fact. This is probably my most favorite one. This is probably my most favorite one. Giving and receiving. How many of you guys, I want to see in the comments, how many of you guys love giving a gift to someone or paying a compliment to someone? I've had quite a few compliments from you guys, and it made me feel so good. Like, it literally raised my vibe. Do you know what it did to you? So put down in the comments, how many, okay, raise your hand down below, who loves gift giving? Who loves surprising people? Like surprising somebody with something they've always wanted, or it doesn't even have to be anything big. Just sending them a $5 Starbucks card. Did you know, this was kind of mind-blowing to me. You know how you feel when you get a gift, when you receive a gift? Like, it makes you happy and you're like, oh my gosh, like, that was so thoughtful. Like, somebody thought enough of me to send me a gift, or they were just thinking about me. Or you guys that were saying really nice things in the comments to me about me, like, that made me feel really good. Do you know what it did to you? Giving and receiving, okay, they actually measured the frequency. Giving someone a gift, giving someone something, paying someone a compliment, being nice, has the exact same frequency as receiving a gift. So David rolls up in a new Rolls Royce, and he's like, here you go, it's the new family car. And I'm like, yay, I'm so excited. The frequency that I just felt will be the exact same as if I gifted him with something. Exact same. Is that not crazy? So that's why you feel so good when you give someone something. When you pay someone a compliment, a stranger on the street, guys. Like if you're in a grocery store, here's a secret. I don't like to talk to people. Most people like see me out in public, they're like, you're shy and like you don't like to talk to people. I don't know, I'm like an introverted extrovert or something like that. Like it's not typical for me to be out in the grocery store like throwing out compliments and like talking to everybody and like shaking everybody's hand. Like I like to just like put on my sunglasses and my hat and like go incognito, like nobody knows who I am and not talk. But if you step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, pay somebody a compliment just randomly in the grocery store, like, oh my gosh, you have the best smile. Like that's totally out of my comfort zone, but do you know how much that would raise my own vibrational level and theirs? Like just think how that's gonna make that other person feel and you. So giving and receiving, it doesn't even have to be a physical object, okay? It doesn't have to be a Rolls Royce. But giving and receiving have the exact same frequencies. That's why so many people love to surprise people. They love to give people things. It makes you feel good. It literally, science behind it, raises your vibrational level along with the other person's. Isn't that crazy? Okay, 8 ways to raise your vibe. Number 1, okay, write these down. Become conscious of your thoughts. Everything, listen to this, guys, everything you think, say, or feel becomes your reality. Your frequency matches frequency. Okay? So if you are feeling down, sad, mad, angry, bitter, shame, and by the way, shame has the lowest vibrational level of any emotion. I have a whole graph for you guys. I'll put it in the comments after this is over. You guys are having these feelings of anxious, worry, whatever you were thinking, saying, feeling, that is the reality that you are saying, hey, frequencies, vibrational levels, that's what I like more of. That's what I want more of. I want more worry, more anxious feelings, more sadness. I want more jealousy, more bitterness, more anger. You're feeling those things. You're saying these things. You're doing these things. You were telling that you want more of these things into your life. You want more of this reality. Okay, so a little tip. If you were feeling a certain way, you have to become self-aware enough to literally stop yourself in your tracks and be like, no, this is not what I want to create with my life. This is not how I want my day to go. And guys, this is so hard. This is really, 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 really hard to do. Okay, because when I see something or someone says something to me, or I see something on social media, which that's a whole other thing, all right? If I see something on social media that like lowers my vibe one hertz, they're leaving. Okay? You have to be self-aware enough to say to yourself, okay, I feel really mad right now. I feel really upset right now, but I don't want to keep feeling like this. And in that moment, you have to shift yourself. You have to shift your way of thinking. Immediately go find something that makes you happy. Okay, go watch a funny video. Go look, I'm big on vision boards. Go look at your vision board. Look at where you want to go. Look at the future you want to create. You have to be self-aware enough to, when you're having this negativity, this low vibe situation, to stop, reshift to the reality that you want to create. Because if you keep going on that path, that is the reality that is going to keep coming towards you. Okay, and that is one of the hardest things to do, but that's tip number one. You have to become conscious of your thoughts. Okay, everything you think, say, and feel, that's the reality that you're creating. Number two, find something beautiful and appreciate it. Guys, find some things that make you happy. Okay, the beach makes me happy. Can I be at the beach right now? Is the waterway outside of my window right now? No, not yet. Not yet. But I can do other things. I went through my home a couple of months ago and brought out 52 trash bags of clutter. Just like junk clutter that you know your kids bring in that just like randomly set in drawers and like cabinets and you're never gonna use. Go through and declutter your house, okay? Find something beautiful and appreciate it. I have in parentheses your environment, physical surroundings. It is so important, okay? Clutter literally lowers your vibe. How many of you guys walk into your kitchen and if it's all cluttered everywhere, stuff's all over your counters, you're literally like you feel heavy. The lower, here's another fun fact for you. The lower your vibration, the lower your frequency, the more heavy your physical body feels. How many of you guys have experienced that? Like, you're in a super bad mood, a low vibe mood, you're sad, mad, whatever it is, and things just feel really heavy. Like you literally feel heavy, right? That's true. The higher your vibe, the lighter you feel, right? That's like when you walk into a super toxic-free room with amazing people in it, it's like light and fun and happiness. But if you walk into a room that's like dark and it's full of just toxicity, it feels really, like the air literally feels heavy, right? Anybody experience that? It's so true. So your environment plays a huge, huge role in this, guys. And living by water actually raises your vibe, okay? We do have a pool. We don't have the Intercoastal Waterway yet. We do have a pool. Work with what you have, okay? You don't live at the beach, it's okay. You can still live a high vibe life. Declutter your house, okay? Number three, be conscious of the foods you eat. Did you know foods have frequencies? Guess what the highest frequency foods are? I'm full of all kinds of fun facts today. Guess. All of the food you're eating, the crap that you're eating, literally will lower your vibe. Okay, number three, be conscious of the foods you eat. Fresh foods, fruits and vegetables, herbs. Beth, that is interesting that you said that, because actually I need to have David Google. He has went to, how do I say it? I think it's cacao. Is that how you say it? It's not cacao. Cacao. I think it's pronounced cacao. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's like real chocolate. Real chocolate does not taste like chocolate. I'm not talking about a Hershey bar. Okay, Hershey bar ain't gonna raise your vibe. It may for like 5 seconds, but it's really gonna lower your vibe. Okay, he actually eats that every single day. So that's interesting that you said chocolate, because that is actually really, really, really good for you. There are so many health benefits. Like that's a whole video in itself too, so don't get me sidetracked. So fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, those are the highest frequency foods. How much frequency do you guys think canned foods and processed foods have? Guess down below. Canned foods, processed foods, what's the frequency? 0. Canned foods, processed foods, 0. Is that not crazy? Fresh fruits and vegetables, 20 to 27 megahertz. So fascinating. So literally, you are what you eat. That's a literal concept. So be mindful of the food that you're eating, okay? That's a quick way to raise your vibe. 4, what I've been doing this whole video, drink water. Guys, did you know 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated? 75%. Drink more water. Every morning I fill up this big cup of water and I squeeze lemon juice in it every single morning. That's what I drink all day long. Number 5, meditate. And I think, like, when I used to think of meditating, I thought of like these weirdos in these like weird rooms and being like, like, you know what I mean? Meditating can literally be you outside sitting on a park bench just visualizing the life that you want to create. It doesn't have to be in this like crazy room and like humming and stuff. Okay, meditating, I'll give you bonus points if you do it outside, because the frequency in nature and trees and grounding, if you're on the ground, the frequency from the earth, like, that's why you naturally just feel better when you go outside in nature. Okay, number 6, be grateful. It sounds so simple, but start doing a little gratitude practice daily. Every single morning, I do a gratitude list. It doesn't have to be a list of 50 things you're grateful for. I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. Okay, gratitude. Instantly in the morning raises your vibrational level. Okay, gratitude. Start a gratitude list, a gratitude practice that you do daily. It literally takes me 30 seconds. Number 7, practice, and this is what I talked about a little bit ago, practice acts of kindness. Practice acts of kindness. Because the frequency of giving versus receiving is what? It's the same. Practice acts of kindness. And it doesn't have to be monetary. You don't have to be handing out $100 bills to strangers. Pay a small compliment and just see how it shifts that day for you. Not only that person's day, but yours. Because remember, giving and receiving have the same frequency. All right, last one. Get your blood pumping. Exercise. How many of you guys exercise daily? Like, I really want to see this. Put down in the comments. How many of you guys exercise daily? Get your blood pumping. So I do weights, and I much prefer to work out with weights than cardio. I don't like cardio, but I literally make myself every single day. I do at least 10 minutes on the treadmill at a pretty quick pace. Okay, just get your blood pumping. And there are so many benefits. I was just looking up all of the benefits yesterday to sweating. Again, that's a whole other video in itself. Just Google the benefits of sweating. Okay, so 10 minutes. Who can't do a 10-minute walk a day? Get your blood pumping and exercise. Those are 8. Pretty easy, except number 1, being conscious of your thoughts. That one's very difficult, but you can do it, okay? Those are 8 quick ways to raise your vibe. Did you guys enjoy this? Because this is a topic I really love to teach on. It very much interests me because I've experienced all of these things in my life, and I used to live my life a way different way, and I shifted into living it more in a high vibe way, and it has really changed everything. So I enjoy teaching on this because I know it can impact your life instantly if you start implementing these things, but you have to not go back to your old ways. You have to stay with it and stick with it. So I hope you found value in this. One of my favorite Free Training Fridays that we've done so far. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions or you have suggestions for our future free training Fridays, drop them down below in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.